Good afternoon, family. You're tuned in to the Ron G Live Show right here on WSAN Radio, where the community comes first and the conversation stays real. We've got a great lineup today, so turn us up and let's get this midday energy started. Stay locked in.
All right, now we got the button hit. I'm glad we can edit this. All right, Ron G on the Ron G Afternoon Show. We're going to start over again, but anyway, I have Nayla right here with me. Wilmore?
Yes, yes.
And a friend of mine told me about her and said, you have to meet this young lady. I said, okay. But she said, but I want you to do one thing. I said, what's that? Be nice. I said, Sharon, you know I'm always nice. Just be nice. So I called her up, and it was amazing because the first 2 minutes, it seemed like I already knew you. And we talk like we've been knowing each other forever.
That's right.
And
That's
I'm saying, you know, chemistry is the key of everything.
Yes.
And when you do interviews, the chemistry has to be there.
This is correct.
And it's there. And so then I asked her, I said, you have any music? She said, sure. She started sending me music. And I told her one of the most songs that people want to hear is Dreaming.
Really?
That is one song they want to hear all the time. Because I played it one time, and on the comment section, it was coming in. Everybody said, oh, man, that is beautiful. What's her name again? So I told her and everything, told them who you were and everything. But here you are right now, in person.
Yes.
So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be here and to have a wonderful platform. Thank you for what you do for San Antonio, for sure.
You are welcome. And reading up on you, you face a lot of challenges.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to use the word challenge because it's a challenge when you survive cancer 5 times.
Yes.
The good Lord is telling you, you ain't going anywhere.
Nope.
That's what he's telling you and stuff. So I know some of it may be hard for you, but we were talking off camera about the cancer you had that took away your singing abilities.
Yes, yes.
But you fought through it.
I did. I had cancer in 2008, throat cancer, and then it came back a year later. Mm-hmm. And it was a hard road. They thought they caught it all, but it didn't. Went through chemo and radiation both times. And it was really hard because it took me 8 years to totally get my voice back. Being a mezzo-soprano initially, my range has diminished a little bit, but it took power, resonance, intonation, enunciation, clarity. I had to go to a speech therapist.
Ooh.
So it was just crazy to have to go through a lot of stepping stones. And I was determined. I was so determined. And that's why I went down to singing part-time, because the doctor just said, nah, you can't do this because, your vocal cords are actually ligaments.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's kind of like an athlete. Once you tear it, micro tears or complete tear or a break in something, it's going to be hard to go back to full force, right? Mm-hmm. You can't be as vibrant as you used to be or at your best. So it's like, just so you have no disappointment, maybe you want to, it won't be able to handle a full-time career. So I stepped back and went down to part-time, and I'm glad I did because it was the right thing to do. And I battled it. I battled God and I said, why?
Yes.
But I did not, but initially I was like, no, this is meant to be. Don't fight the flow. Mm-hmm. Go with it.
So with your singing, do you find yourself sometimes you want to hit those notes like you did back in the days? Do you try or?
I do. I can, but mm-hmm. It only comes out when I do it when God tells me to do it. I can do it because it comes. But if I try to push it, it's because the vocal cords is the way the vocal cords are. It's like it is an instrument. Mm-hmm. It's like a reed instrument. So your lower tones, like hum and sing, right? Baritone, altos, everything's from your chest. When it rises to your mid voice, you're in your mid range, and then you start using your chest tone to head. Then you're using your nose and even your nostrils, your ears. You're using everything in your high registers. So the scar tissue that ended up becoming apparent from the tumor was in the actually in the higher registers. So hitting that note became uncomfortable. Okay. And I would push and push, and then it would hurt. So I said, nope, I'm going to back off. But sometimes, every once in a while, my esophagus can override the scar tissue, and then I can hit it.
Ooh.
But it's like a window of opportunity.
Right.
So when it feels right, if I'm doing a song that calls for it, I can do it, and then I'm like, okay, that's it, back off.
Oh, wow.
So I gotta listen.
Yeah, you listen to yourself. So have you ever performed overseas?
Yes.
Now, a lot of artists, singers tell me that they treat you like royalty across seas.
Oh,
They are blessed to have you there.
Yes.
And a lot of them told me they roll out the red carpet and
They do. It's amazing. I mean, I think just coming from being American, and you go overseas and you're a different culture, and we're in a democracy, and we have so many opportunities and so many things that other countries don't have. So I mean, I think a part of it too is that you come from the American experience, and then how blessed we are, and sometimes we forget that. So when other countries see this, they're like, wow, you come from the land of opportunity, like you're able to do all these cool things. You can come here and sing for us, and share your talent and your gift with us. And that is a blessing, and that's what I learned, to be more grateful about that. And they do treat you like royalty. I mean, they come over and they're so thankful. They're like, wow, this is amazing. Thank you for being here. And,
wow.
Yeah, and it's great.
Well, our queens are royalty.
Yes, that's right.
I say that all the time because when they say, oh, you're from the land of opportunity, I said, well, come over there and see what opportunity I have now.
That's right.
Sometimes that opportunity, they see it from a distance, but they don't realize that it's horrible at certain places you go to.
Right. There's grunt work involved. There's hard work, and there's diligence, and there's passion, and consistent focus. And that's what, that's what is needed to it's the grind, right? It's the grind. And they don't know that, they don't see it, they don't know it, but they don't know what goes into it.
Oh, you just said something I always say. Because I always say that people never see behind the scenes what's going on to put the show on.
That's right.
All they see is the facade.
Yes.
Man, but they don't know what you had to do to get there. Like a cable went out, or something happened somewhere, or your clothes weren't delivered. It's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, but all they see is that finished product. Say, man, that was great. Oh, you just know what I went through.
You don't just show up and you just show up and look all nice and open your mouth. No, I mean, it don't happen that way. You gotta, you don't get paid for rehearsal. You have to rehearse your own. Even if it's songs you wrote, you have to still rehearse it again, because you can sing it, deliver it differently with a different tone, a different nuance. You have to know your lyrics, you have to know your melodies, you have to learn your intros, your outros, the solos of the band. You got to know your timing, you got to know when to come in, when to bow out, and all of that is going on in your brain. And then on top of that, you're trying to be cute, look good, sound good, right? And then you have all of the, what you do. You have all of the surrounding production around what, encompasses the feature. Yes. Right? Yeah, the technical difficulties, the wires going crazy, the lights going crazy, no sound, the microphone your guitar is like, no sound, You don't know what goes wrong in a performance, and people don't know what, it's stressful, but it's also like, if you can act on your feet, it's good. With that spontaneity, and you just adapt and go with the flow,
That's called resilience.
Yes, it is.
And as Nayla was coming over today, I'm in the garage because I have a ritual that I do, that when I go out, have an event, I lay everything out. I play everything, make sure what works, what don't work, and then I go from there. Then I wrap up each one of the cables that worked. I know they worked, and they all go in everything. I wrap everything up. I load everything in the truck. When I go there, I know where I'm pulling my cables from. But I always bring extra. But when she sit behind the scenes, y'all just don't know. Like, for instance, when I was out there yesterday in the garage, my MacBook just stopped working. Just stopped. And I looked at it. I looked at the temperature in the garage. I said, that's the problem. So I went and got that little base that keeps it cool. Once I did that, that was the problem. So it's things like that that we look out for.
That's right. Yeah.
And everything.
And you don't know, and you always have backup plans.
Oh yeah, backup for a backup for a backup.
Even wireless mic, you always have a quarter mic ready.
Thank you. Because I did the Juneteenth parade this year, and my cordless mics was acting crazy. But I had 3 cord mics with me. I had the cable with me. I rolled everything out and switched mics, and boom, it was done.
It was done. Yeah, I'm the same way. I wrap my cables. I'm real anal about how I wrap my cables. You know, it looks all round, and you got the Velcro all nice, and it works.
Yes, and it works. And you know, some of the funny thing is when people want to come help you, I said, that's okay. You just don't want my help. I said, no, I have a way that I do
it.
things.
Right. Unless they're willing to learn and they don't take offense to that. That's cool. I said, come over here. I'll teach you how I wrap my cords. Yeah. It don't look like spaghetti.
Yes.
It don't look like a figure 8. I want it like a circle.
Mine is like my fist.
That's
like
it.
that. I got my Velcro put together.
That's
and
it.
So somebody watched me one day. So that's going to take you forever. They just don't know. Once you do all the little things, the cables and all that stuff, put them up, then the big thing just boom, 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 and you're out of there.
And then you set up like that. It takes no time.
Wow.
You're not trying to untangle things on spaghetti. Where's the meatballs at? Look at all this spaghetti up here.
Give me some wine to go with that.
That's right.
So now you're doing things around here, around San Antonio.
Yes.
You mentioned that you do some hotels and stuff?
Yes, I have a couple of places I play regularly on a regular basis. I play at the Grand Hyatt down the Riverwalk, the Grand Hyatt San Antonio Riverwalk, right by the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center.
Okay.
I'm there quite a bit, about 2 or 3 times a month. I also play a couple of wine bars. I play a really beautiful spot on Babcock and 1604 called Vino Grata.
Yes.
Cute little place, been only open 6 months, and they're doing really good. Love supporting new businesses, and a really nice spot. Been performing there once or twice a month.
Okay.
Senorita's at Alamo Ranch is another wine bar I frequent like once a month. Just doing like little different shows, private events, corporate, weddings.
Okay.
Shows, different shows, all kind of different things.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so now you put a little bug in my ear that you're coming out with a new song? Did I hear that right?
I am. Yeah. I am. It's been over, and this is shame on me, but it's all about timing. Everything is in divine timing. So everything has a time and a place, right? Where it will just, hopefully fall flawlessly the way you want to. But so I haven't been in the studio it's been about 15 years since I've I've done the local stuff, like the stuff I've given you that thank you for playing that. And that was done here and in Vegas. So I've recorded a little bit, but I'm talking about like a full-blown release,
yes,
commercial release. It's been about 15 years since I've done that. So I'm really excited about getting my feet back in the water. But I'm going to put my big toe in first because it's been a while. I gotta get comfortable,
I have no doubt that is. And when you release that, let me know so I'll be the first one to play it.
You got it.
So let's talk about Sade.
Yes, sir.
I think what you're doing coming up, you're doing a tribute to Sade.
Yes.
So how did that come about, you doing a tribute to Sade?
27 years ago, I had a vision about it. I've always loved her lyrics. One of the hardest, being a soprano, one of the hardest vocalists to emulate and to sing. Her songs were the hardest for me. Even after my throat cancer, nailing Sade was difficult because I was always singing in my higher registers. So very difficult to do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And that actually getting into her music again after my cancer got me to sing better. So she was very, very, very healing for me in getting me back on my singing journey. So 27 years ago, I had a vision that I wanted to produce a tribute show, because I see tribute shows to many artists. I said, you know what? She's so iconic, but so kind of underplayed.
Yes.
And then she ebbs and flows in the scene. You know, she'll come out, then she steps back, you know, and that's at her discretion, at her choice, right? But well loved. And I wanted to say, you know, I just need to do a show. And every time I try, I've done it 3 times, and monkey wrenches came in the mix.
Wow.
Something always came. Is the band didn't fall into place. The venue got canceled. Something always never worked out. And this time I said, I'm doing it. So I'm going to call it For the Love of Sade tribute show, because it's my love and my tribute to her for helping me get back and sing again. And that's the real reason why it was even more apropos to do it. And it's crazy. The moment I thought about doing it in San Antonio, the same week, 1 week, okay, well, actually 6 days, not even a week.
Yeah.
The venue fell into place, asked all the people that are going to be a part of the band, fell into place in 1 day.
Wow.
The songs were customized. The song list came to fruition in 1 day.
See?
Yeah. The flyer, the imaging, the marketing, just the visuals, and just the vision came in 6 days of how I wanted it to be. And it's a small, intimate concert. It isn't anything big. It's going to be, you know, very, very, very small show, the audience, and I want it that way because I want it to be intimate.
Yeah.
But I have a dream. I am going to do this. I'm going to produce. This is 1 of 4 shows. So Sade is the first show, and then the second, third, and fourth are going to be a surprise.
I like that. She pointed at me surprised, like she's telling me, "Do not be asking me any questions about the show."
No, because remember what Sharon said. You gotta be nice.
You know, you and Sharon been hanging around a little bit too long.
That's okay. That's my girl. I love her. I just met her, but I mean, she's amazing. I just love her energy. She's such a beautiful person inside and out. I mean, she's just a wonderful human being. I mean,
she is.
I mean, she just came up to me. She was, I need to talk to you. And the way she told it to me was that I felt like I was in trouble. And I said, what did I do? You know, I'm just singing over here. I'm just doing what I love, you know?
Yeah.
And she says, no, I need to talk to you, and I need to I need to find out who you are and what you're about. And I feel your energy. I feel your passion to perform. And you just have an edge about when you sing, it's like you just put everything into it.
Yes.
And I said, I do. I'm so glad you felt that.
And, you know, I'm for Sharon to recommend somebody, because that next day, Wednesday morning, she called me and told me about you and said, Ron, please call her. She's never done that before.
Really?
She meets people throughout, and she said, well, I'm going to try. We're going to work and get them on the show. I said, okay, just let me know when. But with you, it was complete opposite.
Wow.
It's complete opposite. Call her today.
Wow, I'm honored. I'm so honored.
And so, but she's out at all the places and all that stuff. So she sees talent out there. And it's hard to see good talent, and you recognize it's good talent. And for her to do that, I said, okay, I will call her. And she asked me the other day, so when's she going to be on your show? I said, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you at all when she's going to be on the show. I'll tell you after we do the show, but she already knows you're going to be on today.
That's wonderful.
So how do you get tickets to see Sade?
I have a link. It's called on events.com. And I also have it on my Facebook page. I have it pinned up there. It's like the first flyer. There's a link up there. Okay. And it's called events.com, and it's called For the Love of Sade. Or you can go on events.com and just type in Sade Show San Antonio. It'll pop right up.
I'll make sure I get that posted on my page and everything. Everybody get to see you.
Thank you.
So, boy, I got so many questions, and I don't know how much time we have.
Fire away. I'm ready for you.
I don't know how much time we have. Oh, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
When you write a song, does that song comes from deep down inside you? I mean, that's a loaded question in a way, because people write songs on how they're feeling or what's going on in their life. How do you come up writing a song? Is it the feel for it, or what's going on in your life, or a combination of both?
It's a combination of both. Sometimes it can be something that just comes at you, like automatically, like you just get inspired by seeing a billboard or what someone said to you, and you get an idea for a song and you write it down. And it could be very, very superficial at first. It could just be something that's very, like a one-liner, like sunshine, and then you're like, wow. And then you break it down, and the rays of the sun and the warmth, and then you template it, and then that's kind of how I get concepts or ideas. Other times it can be very, very much what I'm going through. So it's very autobiographical, like Sade. A lot of her songs are lyrically so poignant and very poetic, just absolutely meaningful and deep. You might not know the backstory, but you can feel the nuances and the energy through the lyrics. And so sometimes I dig down and I get to that dark place and I do that shadow work.
Oh, okay.
And I go, yo, we're going to go in the shadows right now. We're going to go in that dark place, because guess what? When you do the shadow work, the only way you can see a shadow, the light has to shine on it. See? So you go to that place and you dig it up and you bring it in front of you and say, okay, and you have to share this. Because if you don't share it, you're doing God and the world an injustice, because someone needs to hear it. And there will be one person, more than one person, that will need to hear it.
Right. You're right about that. Touch someone.
Because music is so powerful and so, it heals. I mean, I know it healed me, and that's why I'm sitting here today through my own struggles. It's amazing. Music was it's almost like it destroyed me, but it also healed me at the same time.
Yes.
It's incredible. And so I find concepts like that. I dig deep down, and then sometimes I write a little bit. Then it gets too intense, like I put it away. Then I go back to it.
Right.
And then I go back. Then I refine it, tweak it. And then sometimes there's things that come from an inspiration, from a friend or from media or whatever. And then sometimes it just flows. And sometimes the melody comes first, or sometimes the lyrics come first. And for me, in either order, sometimes I get a melody in my head, and I'll just start humming. I'll go, and I'll just come up with something. I'll just go, ooh, 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 ooh. Then I get a beat. Then I get a pulse. Ooh, 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 ooh. And that's how I write. That's kind of how it comes. Okay. A lot of times the melody will come first, and then I used to be a drummer. I actually was a drummer, but I don't play no drums no more. Okay. I just want to stand there and sing. Carrying a drum kit, too much work. Being older, I'm good. Okay. So now I just so beat is very important to me. So I love syncopation. I love percussion as a part of my song. That's really another inclusive thing that I hear in my head when I write a song, is how the beat goes too. So that's science, and those wheels are spinning in my brain too.
You know what I like on certain jazz songs. How can I put it? It's not the trumpet. What is it? Like they got a cup over it.
Like the muted trumpet. Yeah.
Oh,
I know that I lose it with saxophone and that muted trumpet, that melancholy.
I hear that
moody.
Right there.
Oh man.
I don't care what I'm doing. I will stop what I'm doing
to
listen to that song and find out who did it to make sure I put on my jazz segment. Because there's something about that particular how they play it. It's like it's talking to you.
It is talking, yeah. And because it's compressed, and it's and they call it a muted trumpet, and it's muted because it's got the cup over it.
Right.
But what's so amazing is it's still talking to you, but it's mute.
Yes.
Like metaphorically. So the deliverance of the intonation and how the notes are given to you through audibly, it's a language of its own. It's a sound of its own. It's so unique, It's so beautiful and moody, and it can be moody or melancholy and just kind of smooth.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I know what you mean, because I sit back and I go,
I can listen to that all day.
I know,
because I remember in the Chicago area, I used to go to these out of the way clubs, jazz clubs. And I had the opportunity one time to go to one, and B.B. King pulled up in there and played.
What?
And
Wow.
then I started going back to it's a lot of blues and jazz artists in Chicago. They just come up there and they just have a jam session.
That's right.
And I wish at the time I developed how to record that, because it was some smooth sound, and they were having a jam session off the humble. It wasn't like they played a song. They just had something, and somebody will walk in what they were playing.
Right. Yeah. And they feed off each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the best.
And I miss that, seeing that, because man, when they feed off each other, and then when they get finished, they say, "Man, we need to record one day. We need to do it."
What we just played.
Yeah.
That's a song.
So it's nice to go up there and see jam, and that's what I miss, seeing jam sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we have a couple around San Antonio too, and sometimes if I'm not working a lot, and I can get out, I try to go to these, because it's just, sometimes they're like, "You got to get up and sing." I'm like, no. They're like, "Why? You can't grace us the stage with your voice." I said, no. I'm just, sometimes I love, and it's nothing about being bougie, or I want to be a spectator.
Thank you.
I want to just sit there, and I said, I want to be a fly on the wall, just see y'all do your thing. Mm-hmm. I love that, because I find I take something away from that all the time.
Yeah.
When I watch musicians and singers, I don't need to be on there.
Right.
Expecting to be on stage. I don't need that.
No, you want to just sit back there.
I just want to sit back, have a nice glass of wine, and I just want to do.
Do you sit back, way back, nobody can see you?
Sometimes.
I hear a lot of artists do that, because as soon as they see you, "Hey, you want to come up here?" "No, I'm good." "Come on." Then the crowd by say, "Yeah, get on up there."
And then you gotta go,
yeah.
because and then you know what? And I'm telling you, when people pull on my heartstrings, I'm a big lush. I go.
So what are your heartstrings I could pull on to get you up there to sing?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Well, after the show, she's gonna tell me.
That's right. No. Normally, because I think because I was given another chance to sing again, after getting over the throat cancer twice, I always remember, God always said, remember, you sing for you first, because you have to develop your gift to the most divine expectation, because I gave you the opportunity to do it. So work hard, embellish your craft, and do it the best way you can. And then after you feel that it is, enough, then you go out and you share that.
Right.
So people pull on my heartstrings, because then when they want me to sing and stuff, they're like, come on, you want to sing. I say, no, you want me to sing. But I do want to sing, because you want me to sing. So I'm going to do it, because it's going to make you happy. And I find great,
and it makes you happy.
That's why I get on a stage, because I love making people happy. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But see, if you're not doing nothing tomorrow at 6 p.m., I'm inviting you to a place.
I'm actually the Hyatt tomorrow, so I'm at 8 o'clock, but I'm gonna be getting ready, trying to put on some lashes.
Yeah, I hear you. But I'm definitely gonna come. I want to go out and see you play at that new wine place.
Yeah.
What's the name of that place again?
Vino Grotto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're out there.
I'm there tonight.
I'm somewhere else tonight.
Well, there will be more dates.
Yeah, I know.
I do a lot of self promotion on my Facebook page. On Nayla Wilmore, I have a Facebook page, and I post. I do a monthly schedule where I post where I am the whole month, because that's how gigs normally work. They will book you in advance so you can advertise. So I normally put a monthly post of a schedule, and then if I have a gig the week of, or within the same week, I will do an individual flyer for that.
Well, I make sure I get your flyer, start posting them myself.
Well, thank you.
And get
I
that
appreciate
going.
that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump back to overseas.
Okay.
Can you name a time when you were overseas that you were just plain overwhelmed?
Yes. And that was see, I'm getting old. The World Cup and Studio 54. I was living in Las Vegas at the time, And I was working at Studio 54 I had a big band, it was like a 10-piece. And Joe Jackson, Mr. Joe Jackson himself, Michael, the Jackson Fives, the patriarch of this musical, wonderful, legacy family, was sitting there. And he said, I want you to, I have some connections for you. And I said, really? He said, yeah. I have Studio 54, and he's a stockholder in Dubai, in Germany, in Berlin. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? He goes, I want you to open up that. Really? Yes. You would fly me all the way to Germany. Yes. Okay. Smaller band though. And then that gig spawned another, and then we got to do a commercial, and I couldn't do it in German. I couldn't even say it in German. I had a coach, and she said, you have to speak a little German. And, and I'm like, okay. and then the language is so staccato. But once you break through it, they're really, it's really nice. Like, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay, I'll follow directions. I didn't know German, but she was trying to tell me how to pronounce it, and I was trying to be very, humble enough to do it correctly. So we did a commercial, then we did the launch, we did the grand opening of Studio 54, and we did another night after that. But what spawned from that gig was the World Cup was playing, and that was back in the early 2000s. And we got to be on the World Cup stage as well. But we had a smaller band. We couldn't take all 10 of us, so we went down to like a 5-piece.
Yeah. And
we got to be the World Cup. And then that spawned another one, Nelson Mandela's birthday celebration in Cape Town. And got to go over there and sing over there. And one of the days, because it was a week-long thing, I think he turned 80. It was his 80th birthday. Mm-hmm. And I got to not meet, just see them in passing. There was Layla Ali was doing a fight for benefit for charity.
Yes.
And then they had Mary J. Blige and man, Jamie Foxx was hosting it, and it was amazing. And talk about overwhelm. Talk about pinching myself. Mm-hmm. Like, am I really here? I mean, that was like the most amazing time in my life. I'd say one of the pinnacles of my career, because I was just like in a fantasy world. Like, I got transported out of America and then going to a different continents and being able to sing, and people just say, hey, I want you here. I'm going to plug you over here and I'm going to plug you over there. And that was amazing. I'm like, well, yeah, sure, let's go. I'm down, I'm down. And it was just great how it just all aligned together.
Wow.
All together. That was, talk about jaw-dropping, speechless. You want me to sing after just, I'm still trying to collect myself just being present.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was amazing. So I have to say that was like one of the most triumphant times I've ever had. I'm so blessed to have lived that.
One final question. I saved this one for last.
Okay.
Tell us the story we talked about already. You singing downtown. And I guess the manager wants you to stay in tune with what you was playing. But then she told you, we got to change things now. A concert canceled. And we need for you to retrofit yourself and start singing this.
Yes.
Tell us about that story, how it happened.
Oh man, so I was at the Hyatt, and Shakira had canceled, and normally the Grand Hyatt, it's a beautiful hotel. It's more of a laid back, smooth jazz, R&B, soul, for what I do in my genre. It's a chill environment, right? So volume is, I'm known to make the volume come up a little, but I've been there like over a year now, so they're kind of cool with me belting out here and there. But Shakira canceled 42 minutes before the show because of an infrastructure problem with the stage that she travels with her entourage. Okay, and there were a lot of people that were staying there, and also and coming out of town were staying at the Hyatt. And she said, "Okay, we got a problem." What? And I wasn't even on stage because I went on at 8, and it was like 7, right over past 7:15. And she said, "Okay, we got to change the music up. I don't care. We don't have a party. So you need to flip it. So we're going to have to do some lively music to keep people here because they're angry right now. They're upset because Shakira's not playing, and they're all walking back from the Alamo Dome because the parking lot, they were staying there, they just walked over. Mm-hmm. She said, you need to stay here and keep them here and keep them happy. So if you know any Shakira songs, let's do it. And I'm like, okay, I know 4, but I'll see what I have in my list. Mm-hmm. And I was doing my solo show, so I said, okay, I have whenever, whatever, and Hips Don't Lie. Cool. That's good. And we're going to have a party. And next thing you know, and then she says, we're going to have the doors open and close in the hotel. We're going to keep them open for a little bit because people are going to come in, they'll hear it, and they'll want to come in. And we have extra security guards over here in the lobby. And I'm going to tell you, it was crazy. So we were doing Stevie and Earth, Wind and Fire and Shaka Khan and up-tempo, and people were in the lobby, and it was a party in the lobby. It was crazy, and it was completely different from what, having to flip the script,
Right.
And that's also a wonderful part about music, about being adaptable.
That's a good.
And she was so happy. There are people jamming, and she's like, thumbs up, wink, wink. I'm like, okay, everyone's happy, everybody's chilling. And when we're doing the Shakira song, ow, and they're all running, and I'm like, oh boy. I had to back up against the wall with the microphone because people wanted to dance, and then it was starting to fill up. And I'm like, okay, then you go against the wall, and I'm going to sing like this.
Yeah.
But it was a blast. But it was so fun to, And you never stop learning. That's what I'm saying. I stay in my lane. Mm-hmm. My wheelhouse is R&B, jazz, soul, and neo-soul. I stay in my lane, right? But then, over 37 years, I've been an entertainer professionally. I've been in a rock band. I've seen Joan Jett and Lita Ford and Metallica, and I'm seeing all these other things too.
Yeah.
Out of my wheelhouse, just to experiment. So I've divulged in different genres too, just to play and find out why not.
Yeah.
Let's grow. So I think that's paid off because sometimes if I have to do the reset button just like that, then I'm prepared.
Okay. Wow. I said that was one final question, but I'm going to ask you another one.
Okay.
Tell us something that people don't know about you.
Well, I'm from Hawaii. I am I'm 4th generation licensed massage therapist and physical therapist assistant in my family. My grandmother, my mom, my aunt, and myself, we're all healers. We divulge in a practice called Lomi Lomi. It's a very choreographed, relaxing, healing massage, but it can be very deep and intense, and even involve what we call bone setting or osteopathic chiropractic adjustments. We want the body to be healed in perfect balance. We call pono, P-O-N-O. So if something ain't broken, don't fix, leave it alone.
Yeah.
So we only fix what's broken or what we feel intuitively needs to be addressed. Of course, with the permission of the person on the table, because initiating a treatment is a humble honor to heal someone. So you have to have gratitude and you have to ask permission within their comfort zone. So I come from that type of mindset and lineage in my family. So that is why I do massage full time. And I've been doing that also for 39 years.
Wow.
I was a full-time singer and a part-time therapist. But after throat cancer, I reversed my careers.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm now doing massage full time. So, and I love it just as much as singing. I'm very blessed. I love. I'm always learning. I'm always growing. And yeah. So it's an amazing, also fascinating healing art. To be able to treat people and give them something, give them a gift. I can heal with my hands, I can heal with my voice, and I even step on people. And I got bars on my ceiling in my room, and I even skate on people like I'm surfing, like back home. Mm-hmm. I get images that I'm hanging 10.
I'm getting images, bars on the ceiling and stepping on people.
I'm telling you, and the wave is right beneath me. No. So I skate on people. I do a modality called ashiatsu, where you use your feet and you step on people. So I do that too. And yeah, so healing, healing, always healing. And I get so much in return with doing it. I get healed too. So it's
I wish I knew you about 15 years ago, because I had a problem with my back there. It was in a knot. And this young lady came in there, bless her heart. She started to sweat. She said, I cannot do this. She had to get somebody else. So I was on there that one time and went to somebody else. But when you're going to send somebody there to weigh 98 pounds and try to knock something out back, I know the weight has nothing to do with it. It's the technique.
It's technique, and it's all body gravity. You're using, and this is what's interesting. People don't realize how strenuous being a massage therapist is. It really is a labor of love, and it is labor. It's laborious, because you ignite your entire body weight. And if you're doing it all day, like I'm crazy. I work 10 to 12 hour days, and I do not take a break, because I'm in a Zen. It's kind of like music. When I'm in massage mode, I'm in a Zen mode, and I have a toolbox of all of these modalities. And I go, okay, this person needs A, B, C, D, and some of this at the end and this at the beginning. And my brain starts working. So I'm in this headspace where I'm kind of like in meditation. So when I keep continuity, I don't break the zone, you know?
Yeah.
So it's fascinating to be able to do that and go from one person to another and just kind of stay present and focused in that. So it's so fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sure sounds like it.
Yeah. It's just like music too, you know.
Yeah.
So I think maybe I'm in space somewhere. My head's always in the clouds.
Just put on some jazz and
I'm telling you.
Start working on my
get that knot in
there.
And then I'll start.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Look at she hitting that note now. Don't let her hit that high note.
I make the people hit the high note. When I get that knot up, they'll go, ow! And then they're like James Brown. They didn't know they could do that. See? That's how, you teaching me how to sing.
And no pain.
Yeah. And they said, well, I get pain and I learned how to sing too. I didn't know what I was getting into.
Yeah. Well, let me see if anybody got a question for us.
Sure.
Well, wait.
It's been so much fun. Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome.
I feel like I'm just having a nice afternoon, just chilling with you. And
yeah.
We're just what we call in Hawaii, talking story. I feel like we're just talking story and having a good time.
Just like being at a barbershop, everybody sit there and just talk noise.
That's right. And you don't know what's going to happen. It's just all good company, good energy, right?
Yeah. Boy, that didn't waste no time. Okay, no questions, but we got Beth and Maggie watching, along with Sharon and a few others.
Oh, excellent.
So, all right. We look pretty good right there.
We do.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm staying in close contact with you because I really want to come see you. I really want to come to the Brick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in there, and are the tickets outrageous?
No, it's $50 for VIP seating, which I believe is sold out. So we have general seating for $35. The VIP seating had hors d'oeuvres. You could just have some food before the show.
Can I just come over there and move somebody out of VIP and tell them you over here?
Be nice.
Hey, you in my seat. Get out.
But yeah, it's $35 for general seating. But the thing about it is, it's not going to be a disappointment if you do have general seating. It's not like, okay, I get to sit more up front with, my seat's going to be messed up, because it's a very small concert, very small audience.
Yes.
And basically, it's wherever you sit, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I've been to the Brick before, and I know.
Yeah, and it's an open layout.
Yes, very open.
It's an open layout, and it's really intimate. The way we're going to lay out the plan of the seating and everything, it's going to be a very, very nice, intimate, very like a dinner show, like a concert, and it's going to be 7 to 9. It's going to be 2 hours of some of Sade's, hits, as well as some obscure stuff. Some songs that really resonate with me that maybe you didn't know that she sang. So it's going to be a chillaxing, a chillaxing evening. It's going to be really great.
Is that a new word? Chillaxing?
I don't know. It just came out. I just chillax.
We can go ahead and get that word so nobody else can use it. They use it, they got paid.
Copyright. See? See? Exclamation point. Hashtag.
Yeah,
but it's going to be an awesome show, and
good.
And because I'm from Hawaii, it's a surprise, but I'm gonna have like some Hawaiian nuances infused in the beginning. Wink. There's gonna be a little bit of.
She's telling me to get there early.
Yeah. So the doors open at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
At 6. And if you are VIP, make sure you get there, because we are going to have the VIP section escorted to a room where they have their hors d'oeuvres served. But yeah, you're welcome to come in and get seated. Like I said.
See, I'm working it.
See, he gotta be nice.
I'm working it.
He has to be nice.
Okay.
He gotta be nice.
When you're up there singing, can I stand there? Hey, how you doing? No, I won't do that.
It's gonna be video, and I'm gonna get it videoed. So this is the plan for this show. So I love this show, and it's being packaged as a show in San Antonio. We're going to get it videotaped, and then I'm going to get it marketed as a reel, and I would like to promote the show outside of San Antonio, maybe in other cities or in other venues that would like to have it outside of the city. So, yeah, so it's going to be awesome. So we're going to have it. So don't be trying to go in front of the camera and go.
No, I won't do that. I have on my hat, my glasses, and I'll do that pimp walk over there.
You're gonna do the gangster lean while you're at it.
I'm gonna behave myself. I'm really gonna. I'm definitely coming. I'll get my tickets today.
Very cool.
And I'll get there and support you any way I can.
Well, I really appreciate it, and I really thank you for having me on the show, and for what you do for San Antonio, being a community radio station. I mean, I think it's just amazing to have a platform as yours to reach out, and the things that you do. I mean, whatever that you do with your nonprofit. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah, because I'm making contact with some of nursing homes around here, because I want to go play music for them on Fridays after lunch, and maybe swing around, maybe if they want to do karaoke with them.
That's amazing.
That's something I want to do. I got to give a shout out to Tamika, because she was the one that got the list of all the nursing homes for me, and thank you, Tamika, for that. And just calling and getting things started. I'm hoping by the end of next month or middle of next month, I'll be at certain places and doing things, just giving back. That's
amazing. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just amazing for you to go out in the community and do something like that. It's like, and have a purpose. And I'm all about that. I'm all about that platform. Because I know when I went through my own journey, I've had ovarian, cervical, breast, and throat cancer twice.
Wow.
And going through that, I got out as much as I could to inspire people and to because whatever you go through, sometimes hopefully you make someone else's journey less painful or not as bad, or or they can get some inspiration or positivity out of it. So that's very important to do. So I'm all about giving back and pushing and pushing that philanthropy and giving back to humanity. I think it's really important because we're all connected. We're all one.
That's right.
Yeah.
So saying that, I want you back on the show so we could talk about that.
Absolutely.
Because I think there's people out there that needs to know that they're scared, and your journey has been a tough one.
It has.
But you're right here. The time you said you couldn't sing for years, and now it's back again. Your story will inspire other people.
Thank you.
And so I want you back on so we could talk about that and let everybody know. Look at you. You survived.
Thank you.
And look what you're doing right now. So we definitely want you back one day on the show.
Thank you.
If you don't mind.
I would love to come back. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Now, last question for real, everybody. This is the last question. Have you wrote a book?
You know, I have written journal entries, and I have been asked that question. Have I wrote a book? I have not wrote a complete book, but I have wrote journal entries that is turning into a book, and I need to do it because I know people are going to make me accountable if I don't.
Like me.
Yes.
So I should rephrase that question. Are you going to write a book? I should say, when is your book coming out?
There you go. Pressure. Pressure.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Pressure.
Yeah. But
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I that's on top of trying to heal people and sing, and yeah, I have to carve some time in my life to do that, because I think I think that's why I'm here, still here on this earth, is to do that, and being ostracized. I've been a hula dancer and a fire dancer my whole life too. Growing up, I've been in the entertainment industry, dancing hula and chanting and singing, and we always have hair down here.
right.
And after all the chemo I've had, I have alopecia. I lose my hair. Like, it'll grow, but it falls out like in 7 to 10 days. So I've been bald for like about 16 years now, and I love it.
It's a good look. Look. Look.
Mr. Clean ain't got nothing on it.
Oh, it got nothing on us at all.
Yeah.
We'll even do a commercial if y'all pay us for Mr. Clean.
That's it. Yeah. Tell him he might be invited.
Since you getting this theme videotaping, do you have videotape of you behind the scenes, how you're going and all that, to put together a documentary? Here I go with another question.
That's okay. But that's good. Actually, my videographer, who's going to come down for the Sade show, is that what you're talking about, putting shows and things together? He's actually going to try to capture some footage of putting the behind the scenes of what entails of going into a show.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And I have a really, really good friend. Sorry, Maggie, I'm going to rat you out.
Is that the same Maggie that's watching
that's
right
the Maggie
now?
that's watching. She's a wonderful friend of mine, and she's familia. She's Ohana. She's a sister to me, and she is, like Thelma and Louise. She's at all my gigs if she can make it. And she videotapes all my videos, and she takes pictures. And she always, I said, nah, but you've heard that song umpteen million times. No, but you might do it different. And you might have a different outfit on, and the lighting's different, and she's so brilliant and creative in her own way behind the lens, and, and she really enjoys it. So
I like her already.
Yeah,
see that bag right there?
Yeah.
That's all my camera equipment, because I do photography.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
hey, I need your number.
Yeah, you got my number.
I know.
But I take that with me when I go out and do gigs. I take pictures of myself and things behind the scenes, so I can see where I was at and how I started and where I'm at right now.
Wow.
So yeah.
You need to come down and do stuff with me too.
Just let me know when.
Yeah.
Just let me know when.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting to know you more and more.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's
peeling the onion.
Yeah, and that's some of the things.
There's more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot more. I do quite a bit of things.
Yes, and you're nice. You are very nice.
Oh, see, Sharon, you hear that? All right. It was a nice pleasure meeting you and you coming on the show.
And thank you so much for having me.
We're going to have you again.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be more than humbled to be back.
And I'm going to keep up with you, too. So you're going to look around the corner. There he is again.
There he is again.
Golly.
And it's crazy. I pulled up in the garage and I said, where is this house? I'm looking around and there's the garage door up. There he is in front of the equipment. I was like, there you go. Ask and you shall receive.
Yes.
And I just rolled up in the driveway walking. I said, nice to meet you. How you doing?
And she wasn't even just around her car. Already started talking noise.
I was making noise. I was hollering at him already. I was making trouble as soon as I showed up in the driveway.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was all right. I was out there. And see, what's funny, when she pulled up, I was listening, I just said it, Phyllis Hyman song.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say, what's that song again? I can't think of it. I always play it.
Oh man, we just
Ask, was it Ask? I forget what it was. And I looked at Nayla. I said, I bet you could do this song good. She said, I sing it.
I do.
That is a song. Question. Don't ask some. Oh, it's not even coming to me now.
I know. It's
I don't
just,
know
it's
why.
that thing. It's like it's there but not there.
So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, she pulled on up and act like she owned the place.
Whatever. I was just trying to make sure that I wasn't got no dog come in saying get off the property.
No.
You know. But the garage door was up and there he was and I said, okay.
I was sitting out there just doing my thing.
Ron, there's the man.
So just having
There's
fun.
that, Ron G, the man.
Yeah.
Right behind the board.
And I was telling her, I said, I got a gig to do tonight. I don't know if I should have one monitor or two monitor speakers. So I was debating. So I probably have two of them. If I don't need it, I just leave it put up.
There you go.
You know,
yeah, but
so-
y'all, just in case.
Yeah.
You're that kind of person. I know you.
Yeah. So
It's always good to have more than enough.
that's right. That's why we got only one Nayla. Because
Thank
the world couldn't handle two.
You right? I think you're right about that.
I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming on the show.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll go back to regular programming. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm Ron G with WSAN Radio. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to WSAN Radio. Catch us on our YouTube channel, WSAN Radio SA. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button.